All right, welcome to another episode of PMD Football Talk. Let's go. All right, so this week, or I should say this episode, we already had an episode this week. We're going to go through the Thanksgiving Day games and then get into the pick'ems for tomorrow's slate. So with that, let's get into it.
Before we get started, I just want to let everyone know we have a new feature on the podcast, and it is poop chat. If I don't agree with your take, I will post the poop. I'm not going to say a word. I will not say a word at all. You would just see poop on the screen, and that's it.
All right. Anytime I mention the Cowboys, that poop will come up. There it is. He says the Cowboy
Poop chat.
Poop chat.
Cow what? Cow what?
Cow shit.
Kawasaki is what I was going to say.
Roger that. My apologies.
Take back the poop. All right. Well, let's get into that first game, which was far from a poop game. Buffalo Bills going into Detroit on Thanksgiving. Mike, you know how I felt about that game. I told you I thought it was going to be a Gabe Davis game. Wasn't necessarily a Gabe Davis game, but sort of. Hit him on a couple key passes there. I did say that it was going to be a close game, though, and it was going to go down to the quarterbacks going at it, right? Which, sorry, I'm taking this right away. But,
go ahead, do your thing.
Dude, Jared Goff had a chance to win that game. He had a wide receiver that put a move on that corner. Easy with the poop. He had that corner beat. All he had to do was hit him in stride over the top. It was a walk-in touchdown, but he missed him. I'm going to give you two reasons. I'm going
to give you two reasons why I disagree with that. I think the Lions won the game, but this is going to sound weird, but the Lions also lost the game. Badgley missed a huge field goal. He missed a 29-yard field goal. So if, we go back and, Lions won the game, whatever. Also, the Lions scored and left them with, 8 seconds or something on the clock, and they let Josh Allen complete that pass to Stephon Diggs with like a 50-yard pass to set him up field goal range almost instantly. Like the Lions literally gave him the game. I think the Lions won the football game, but they gave it away at the last few seconds. So
I feel like that's happened a lot with the Lions this year. Like their record, three wins or something. But they've had so many close games this year.
They have.
Yeah.
So have the Jaguars.
But they away from winning a week.
The Lions actually looked really good offensively all game. Like they were running the ball well. Jared Goff actually didn't turn the ball over. He played extremely well. He was completing passes. Amon St. Brown, like that man, I love that man. Watching him play is great. So I think Lions.
Jamal Williams looks good this year too.
Yeah,
he does.
I said Jamal Williams. I think he might have a huge day. It wasn't a huge day, but he also played very well. Swift is not just. I don't know what's going on with Swift, but he's just not getting those touches anymore. So,
he had a touchdown in the last two games, and then that game he had another touchdown, but it got called back by
Yeah, but he's not really getting he's not getting the workload that he was. Getting earlier.
That's because he's still apparently, I guess,
he's nursing a little bit.
Exactly. He's got that the ankle injury, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I mean, I respect your take, Mike, but I just, dude, he had a throw there at the end to basically ice it. It would have been been tough in the final drive. He had him beat. I can't believe he missed the throw. I mean, I don't know. A lot of quarterbacks would have missed that throw too, but. Is what it is. Yeah. Bills still came away with the win. I thought the Bills were going to win it. I just thought it was going to be close, which it was. I mean, I'm glad.
It was definitely a close game. Definitely exciting game. Way to start off Turkey Day. Good game to watch.
All of Turkey Day games were good.
I know. Yeah, they were all close. Yep. All right. So what we got next? We got the Giants, Cowboys. You know, I was watching that game.
Dude, I did not think this one was going to be close. I thought the Cowboys were going to blow them out of the water, to be honest.
You didn't think it was going to be close?
Nah.
They were both 7-3 teams going in, and you didn't think it was going to be close?
Mm-mm.
That's crazy.
The Giants being 7-3 to me is wild.
Right. Just like the Vikings being – yeah. Yep.
Well, the Vikings' point differential is a lot bigger than the Giants when they win games.
What?
No.
No?
No.
Vikings are only actually, I think the Vikings are -2.
-2, yeah.
Yeah,
-2 with that record. Isn't that crazy?
No, the point differential when they win the game.
Oh, I'm saying all the games combined.
Because they've had when they played the Cowboys and the Eagles, they got blown out of the water.
So when they play good teams, they get blown out.
Yeah, when they play good teams, they get blown out, and then when they play everybody else, they win by less than a score.
I mean, practically, yeah.
I'm telling you, like, the Giants and the Vikings are like the same thing. I mean, dude, the Cowboys were doing classic Cowboys stuff that whole game. They were trying to give the game away. They turned the ball over 3 times in the first half. 2 times by interception because Dak Prescott did not look good. I'm not going to lie. He did not look good. He was missing wide receivers left and right. He was throwing balls high, and Michael Gallup and CeeDee Lamb were going out of their way to catch those balls. They were making him look a lot better than he is. I will say this, though, and then they also went for they went on 4th down their 40-yard line. Like, they literally, I mean, they should have lost that game, but they still came out in the second half and dominated. So, I mean, I can't be mad at them. At least they corrected it. I mean, they also had, almost 90 yards in penalties. Like, they literally were trying to give the game away to the Giants.
I was torn on this game because, you know, the football fan in me wanted the Giants to win just because I hate the Cowboys more than I care about anything else other than the Eagles winning, right? But then I picked the Cowboys to win, and I need some points. So I was torn this whole game watching it because I was like, you know, it's 13-7. Giants, and it's like, oh man, this is looking good for the Giants to win, but do I want them to win? This is kind of crazy. But I gotta give my props. I'll give one prop out for some a Cowboy this week. Dalton Schultz, you know, he put in work, 2 tutties, looking good out there. He didn't catch a lot of balls, but you know, 2 tutties ISO'd the win, so
made him count.
Cowboys.
Right?
It'll make the Eagles Dallas game in Dallas even better if Cowboys keep winning.
Right. Yep. I'm sure it'll be meaningful. That'll be a good game. I'm sure Dallas Goedert will be back by then too.
Yeah, he should be. They said he'll be back for the regular season. So.
Okay. Yep. That'll be good. All right.
I think the Giants are going to be fun to watch in like 2 years. They need like a couple more pieces around them to put it all together.
Do you think they keep Daniel Jones?
See, that's what I don't know. I was talking to a guy at work today. I feel like they pay Saquon, and they franchise tag Daniel Jones for a year to see if it's the real deal or not, or they try to find a replacement.
I think if they were in a better position to win next year, they pay Saquon. But I don't think they're going to be in that position. I think they need to get as much as they can for Saquon now, because I don't think he's going to be worth nothing in like 3 years.
That's all he has left is probably 3 years.
Right.
3, maybe 4 if you're lucky. For a running back? All right, Mike, throw it in there.
No, when I put the poop up, I don't say nothing. I just let it
I don't say nothing.
He's
never going to argue it. You just know that.
Needs a play.
I just disagree. You know, I think the Giants suck. Like legitimately, like they're 7-4. Cool, they suck. Whether they have Daniel Jones, Saquon, like they just don't have a good coach. They don't have good front office. They're not bringing the right pieces in. Like I don't. I
respect their coach. I like their coach. Dude, he was fired up.
Is he okay? He might be a good coach, yes, but is he the right coach for the New York Giants? Maybe they're having a good season, but like 2 years from now, are they still going to be 7-4 at this time of the year? Probably not.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's 2 factors. for that part.
Yeah, so many factors.
Drafts and free agency.
But that's what I'm saying. Is this Giants team for real, or are they just winning games out of just individual skill players, or are they actually a solid team? I don't think they're a solid team.
Right. Well,
I also am not a professional football player, so it's just my opinion. You take what you want to do with it.
We'll find that out. It's all season might get picked up. Giants need some receivers.
I do go 19-0 every time I play Madden franchise, though, so I don't. There's that.
And our Kansas City Chiefs team is loaded with skill.
Yeah.
On my PlayStation.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we got?
Also,
next?
I do have a hot take. Ready for this? Since we're just talking about the Cowboys. Odell Beckham signs with the Dallas Cowboys. They become the best team in the NFC, and they lose an NFC championship. That's it. That's all I got.
I said the same thing last week, and it's going to be to the 49ers.
It's going to be to the Philadelphia Eagles.
No. Nope. You guys
You're going to lose to the Eagles 3 times in a row, or 3 times in the same season, and it's going to be the greatest feeling ever.
Yeah, I want you to tell me the last time that happened. I'll tell you the last time the Eagles
2022.
lost the Cowboys 2 times. Yeah.
In the future, 5 weeks from now.
2022, baby.
Man.
I think we're going to get the last game of the season. It's not going to fucking matter.
Enough cowboy talk. Let's move on.
All right, yeah. We won't talk about how we swept you guys last year.
Oh, what'd you do with it? Absolutely nothing. Come on, next one. Next one.
Yeah, we lost to the Niners. It's exactly what's going to happen this year. I'm so mad even thinking about the Niners right now. Okay, let's get to the next game. All right, New England Patriots going into Minnesota Vikings, playing Kirk Cousins on primetime. You guys know how I felt about this game. I knew it was going to be close. I said this game was going to be close. I knew it was going to be close.
I don't know why I switched my pick.
It did not disappoint. It did not disappoint. It was a great game.
It was
a great game.
Hey, I got a shout out for Mac Jones. He actually moved the ball. A lot of receivers. He spread it out. Everyone got a bunch of yards, a bunch of catches. He got touchdowns to 2 different players. Like Mac Jones actually played a very good game.
He made Nelson Aguilar look like a receiver.
I actually thought at one point they were actually going to win the game.
They should have.
They didn't pull through. I'm about to say, but they played a really good game.
They should have won that game. Nelson Aguilar scored a touchdown. Woo!
Yeah, I didn't know he could still catch the ball, but
I know, right? And Hunter Henry scored 2 touchdowns.
I'm
one of them they took away though.
That Ramon Stevenson, he looks really good.
Ramondre Stevenson.
Ramondre.
Dude, he is that guy. You see that one screen that he just wiggled in between? He flipped the field on that play. That was nice. That defense is kind of trashy though.
You know what's crazy? They have so many big names on that defense too.
They do.
They let up a lot of points.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where this just popped in my mind. I remembered back to last week, thinking about talking about this game tonight, where Eric Kendricks was covering Tony Pollard down the sideline, and Tony Pollard just straight dust bunnied him, dude. It was like Eric Kendricks was hip to hip. All of a sudden, Tony Pollard turns upfield right over his shoulder and just gone.
Not often does Dak Prescott throw a guy perfectly, in stride over the top, but yes, on that play, he actually hit him right after he just cooked him.
Eric Kendricks, one of the best defensive players in the league, arguably top 5, top 10, however you want to place him, and absolutely getting burnt out there. It's crazy to see.
He was like, "Look at this little running back coming off the flat."
Yeah, absolutely.
I got this guy.
But I picked the Patriots. I actually thought I truly believe that they were going to win that game. I still don't think the Vikings are as good as their record shows, but they keep winning, so I can't hate. You can hold that second spot in the NFC. You can stay right there.
Pat, you almost picked right on all the primetime games.
I know. It would have been great.
You even said the Vikings, and then you changed.
I did. I changed it. Like, no lie, 30 minutes for the game.
I just had a feeling that Bill Belichick just wasn't going to be able to keep up with those players.
So,
I mean, dude, they're stacked. They're stacked on offense. You have Dalvin Cook. You got Justin Jefferson.
Hawkinson.
Adam Thielen. And then you just add TJ Hawkinson. I mean, you should be averaging 36 points a game or over. You know what I mean?
Well, I did say on Thursday that Bill Belichick was going to take away Dalvin Cook. He did do that. And he was definitely sending the coverage towards Justin Jefferson, but Justin Jefferson was just making outstanding catches. Like, that wasn't the defense. He was better offense.
He had himself.
He had himself. He was balling out. JJ was balling. Yeah.
He was irritated from the week before. I mean, I would be.
I mean,
all right.
Well,
hey, that wraps it up. Honestly, that's probably the best set of Thanksgiving Day games in, I don't know, a few years.
Yeah.
A lot of times they've been kind of crappy games that didn't really mean anything. I mean,
there's always like a lot of blowouts.
Good games. Right.
These were all close down to the fourth quarter. Fun to watch.
Yeah, it's been tough as a Cowboys fan the last few years. They've been losing.
So
it was nice for them to come out and get a win.
22 for 42 yards? What the?
All right. So let's get into tomorrow's games, man. Let's get these picks in. So let's see here. We got the first set of games starting at 1 o'clock. As always, what we got? We got the Atlanta Falcons playing the Washington Commanders.
Who's is
weird calling them the Washington
Commanders
first?
Yeah. I had Redskins
Pat,
the Washington football team into the Commanders. I'm taking the Commanders in this one. Falcons have looked like dookie butter, even when Mariota performs. Dookie butter. And Heineke's actually, he's moving the ball in that offense. I like that. I think he's doing good for what they have. They don't really have a lot of talent. They got Scary Terry.
Yep. But I like him.
They need a running back.
Washington?
I'm gonna take.
I mean, that guy really hasn't had enough time to show.
Right. I think he's gonna be good. He might not be elite, but I think he's gonna be good. Brian Robinson.
Yeah. Junior. Brian Robinson Jr.
Junior. Yeah.
Junior.
Brian, 50 Cent
Robinson. Yeah.
I just think.
Now. You are goated just because you were actually shot and you all got to that. You're goated, absolutely. 100%.
You're goated.
You could run for 1 yard, 1 carry for the rest of your career every game, and you're still goated. Just because of that. But I'm gonna take the Commanders too. Just for the simple fact that I know a guy personally by the name of Tommy who likes the Atlanta Falcons, and I don't like him, and I don't like the Falcons. So I'm going Washington Commanders.
And I don't like him, and I don't like the Falcons.
No, but
it's going to be 28-3.
All joking aside, Commanders, they have been finding a little rhythm lately. They've been playing pretty well, moving the ball. Atlanta's still trying to figure out even how to get Marcus Mariota to be consistent for one game to another. So I'll take the Commanders.
He's going for 12 passes this week.
You know what? He is going to go for 12 passes, and because I think they're the only team that actually run the ball over 50% of the time. The Bears are pretty close, but I think they actually run the ball over 50% of the time. And I'm going to say that they're actually going to beat the Commanders, I think. I do. I think that's going to happen. I think that's going to happen. And here's why. That team runs really well. Well, I shouldn't say really well, but they run pretty well. The Commanders beat the Eagles, okay? But the way they beat the Eagles was these little dink and dunks, 2 yards here, 3 yards here, 4 yards there, and they were barely moving the sticks, keeping the ball out of your guys' hands. I don't think they're going to be able to do that the whole game again against Atlanta. Atlanta's going to run the ball more than the Eagles do, so they're not going to have as many chances. So I think you're going to see Atlanta come out with that win. Atlanta's going to win. It was funny looking up like every 2 seconds to see that doo-doo right on the screen. All right. So, yeah, I got the Falcons winning. Baltimore Ravens going into Jacksonville, playing the Jaguars. This one is
Dookie Buck.
Not going to be close because I think Baltimore is going to bounce back. I mean, not like they lost or anything, but they just have not been playing well. They've been playing well enough, but I think Jacksonville, man, they've been giving the game away all year. They've been losing by like less than a touchdown quite a bit as well. I think it's just going to be a little much for them. I don't think they're going to have as many opportunities just because I think the Ravens are going to come out and run that ball down their throat. I got the Ravens winning.
You said the Ravens have been playing well. I don't think they're not playing well. I just think they're not playing to their potential. I don't think they have all season, actually. Yeah.
Yep, that's a better way of putting it. Yep.
And I love the Jacksonville Jaguars. I've been talking about it all season. I love them. I like what they've added and the pieces they moved around. But I think it's going to come down to a game-winning field goal sent by Justin Tucker for the win. So give me the Ravens. It's going to be a lot closer. I think it's going to be a real close game. Justin Tucker right at the buzzer. Boom. Ravens win.
I hope it's not, just because I hate how cocky he looks now.
Bro, when you're banging 84-yard field goals in warm-ups, like, you can be cocky, bro. Like you're banging 84 yards.
I feel like it's just a face. I feel like he knows where that camera's at up there at the top of the stadium. He's like, I'm like, what? I feel like he just looks behind his shoulder and just knows where the camera's at. He's just ready to go, giving the eye roll or something like, oh, you thought I was going to miss?
This is not going to be close. Baltimore's going to win 40-17.
What?
Wow.
What is?
Yeah, I've been the one picking against the Ravens all year.
Yeah.
40-17.
Oh yeah, Lamar's going to have himself a day against this defense.
All right, look. If it's not 40-17, you got to drop your best player in fantasy.
What?
And if it is 40-17, I'll drop my best players in fantasy.
Wow.
You only have to drop your best player. I'll drop my best players.
No, we do 1 for 1.
Okay.
Best players.
Who's
gonna say who your best players are?
Yahoo?
No.
Or ESPN?
Oh, we can't trade them. I was going to say we'd have to trade them. But
yeah, the trade deadline's
You can't cut our
yeah.
best players, though. It doesn't let you.
I can turn that. I'm the commission, dude. I can turn that shit
Oh,
off.
shit.
For the sake of this bet, I will.
Do we play each other? Hold on. Do we play each other yet?
Yeah, we already played. We might play each other again.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Hold on. We can make a bet where we don't
40
play.
40-17 is poop, dude. That's crazy.
Nah, we don't play each other. 40-17.
I mean, it is.
Have the Ravens even scored 40 points this season?
I don't know.
Hey, I mean, I love that you're bringing this up because it is possible. Just go back to last week. Watch the Vikings play the Cowboys.
Hey, look.
He's going to bring up this Vikings-Cowboys game every week.
Ravens have scored. They scored 37 once. They've only scored over 30 one game.
Well,
I'm sorry, 2 games. I forgot. The Dolphins game they scored 38, but they called that L, so it doesn't count.
Is Mark Andrews back?
Yes.
Right,
yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, we're good. 40.
Yeah.
40 bomb.
He was back. He was back.
That is.
He just played this last game. I think he was a little banged up still, but
that's insane. That's insane pick right there. Or not in pick, but score. That's crazy. That's crazy.
57. Take the over, people. Take the over.
Dang. All right. Pat, Chicago. Going into New York.
Ooh,
this is
going
to be a fun game.
I like this one.
This is going to be a fun game because
I like this one too.
Justin Fields is not playing, right? I don't know if they confirmed that or not, but I don't think he's playing. And Mike White is going to be playing for the Jets. I like it.
They promoted some guy.
Who's the Bears backup?
The Bears. That's what I forget his name.
Dude, I'm excited to watch that game.
Honestly, I was like the Jets games have been fun to watch all season with Wilson in there. So I don't know about the new guy.
I'm excited to watch that game because Mike White's playing, and after that press conference, I can't believe when the reporter asked what's his name,
Zach Wilson.
Sorry, it was escaping there for a second. When they asked Zach Wilson, they said, the defense held your opponents to 3 points. Do you feel like you didn't contribute? Or I can't remember exactly how they put it, but he just immediately was like, no. Do you think you let the defense down? No. What? You didn't let the defense down? They held your opponents to 3 points and you lost the game. What? You let the defense down, boy. Damn, you gotta own that.
I'm taking the Jets.
I mean, I would have put Flacco in, to be honest. If we're benching, what's his name? We gotta get Joe back in there.
Joe Flacco.
You're taking the Jets?
Yeah. With no Fields?
Yeah, without Fields, they can't run the ball. He's their top rusher. I don't think Herbert's back. Sauce Gardner's just that guy. Give me the Jets.
Yep. That's exactly who I was picking. And for all those reasons, I mean, Justin Fields being out, they're not going to be able to run that same offense. And
I don't think he's ruled out yet. It says questionable, but he's probably not playing.
Well,
it's
a shoulder
injury.
He's not going to run the same way, so he's going to be completely contained. I think.
If you have a dislocated shoulder, you just run the ball more instead of throwing. So he's just playing the same role.
Do you lead off with that shoulder or the other one?
Yeah. Man, I don't think they let him run the ball a lot, but maybe.
They let Tua play 3 days later with a concussion, so you might as well let him play with a dislocated shoulder.
That's the same team that tanked for Tua. They were like, dude, we were running him into the ground. We are going to get ours.
We lost a whole season for this guy. He's playing.
Yeah, he's playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly. We lost
that's crazy. That's a crazy statement, too. We lost the whole season for him. I don't care if he's missing an arm. He's playing.
All right. I don't care if he's missing an arm. Right.
All right. What we got next?
We got the Bengals playing Tennessee Titans.
Ooh, that's a game.
That is going to be a good game. I think I mentioned it before, though. The Bengals, that offensive line's starting to come into their own. They're starting to protect Burrow a little more. I mean, some of those offseason moves, getting some other pieces, you would think that they'd get that together right away, but obviously they struggled in the beginning of the year. But they're starting to play a little better. I mean, last week they had a game, and they didn't have Jamar Chase. They didn't have Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon is ruled out again. Samaje Perine came in there, and actually he did pretty well. I mean, he has in the past when he needed to, when been called up. I think it's just going to be just a little too much for the Titans. I think the Bengals get ahead too quickly for the Titans to catch up. So I'm going to Bengals. That team's getting hot at the right time. What do you think, Mike?
Look, honestly, you took all the words out of my mouth. I don't got nothing to say. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals.
Right?
That's literally everything I was going to say. No, go ahead.
The last time I went against the Titans, Derrick Henry threw passes and ran for 200 yards. Give me the Titans.
Oh my gosh! He's going to Titans.
Hey, the Titans are at home. You know, home field advantage is a real thing. Titans are still 7-3. Like
their
they
defense
don't have
looks
games.
very. They've been holding teams
football games
very well with defensively. They haven't had a passing offense. So if they can control the rock on the ground and control the game like the Commanders did against us, that'll be how they win this game.
So I think it'll be a close game if the Bengals kind of sputter in the beginning. Right?
Yeah. Because then it'll give Tennessee
if the Bengals come out
the ball.
Right. If the Bengals come out though and Tyler Boyd or T. Higgins come out and just light them up right away. I feel like they just go, like every other week. They're like, okay, who's going to be the guy? Oh, you're going to be the guy today? Okay, you're getting the ball. Oh, you want to be the guy this week? All right, you're getting the ball. If one of those two it gets hot right in the beginning and they throw for like a 60-yard TD, the Titans aren't going to be able to run the ball like the way they want to, and they won't be able to catch up. But I mean, so I think there's a recipe that they lose to the Titans, but I think it's just unlikely. All right, Pat, you got the Broncos going in to play Carolina Panthers.
Oh my!
This
God.
is the Duke is butter game of the week.
Yeah, but look, I got you.
Yeah, thank you.
Come on, Sam Darnold's going to start.
This is the worst game of the week by far. By far.
Yeah. I'm going to take the team that has more talent. Give me the Denver Broncos.
Okay.
You got anything else for that, or is it my turn?
Your turn, dude.
All right. I'm gonna take the team that sucks a little bit less than the other team. Give me the Denver Broncos.
Right. I am going to go ahead and take the number one defense in the league. I think they're number one, but they're also dead last in offense, which is like crazy. I'm still going the Broncos. I feel like Russell Wilson has to have I've wanted to say this for like 3 weeks in a row. Like, all right, this is going to be the game that Russell Wilson comes out and actually has a freaking game. But he might be just Mr. December. Like, he might only play well in December. So, but I don't know. I'm hoping he just does enough this week to beat Carolina Panthers.
Look, I just did something I regret. Okay, I typed into Google Russell Wilson memes. Okay.
Oh god.
There's two I got to talk about real quick. One is Russell Wilson throwing a football and his helmet's backwards. Okay. And the second one is a Russell Wilson at a press conference without his helmet on, but it's the Michael Jordan crying face. It says, Broncos fans, we're only a QB away from a Super Bowl. Look, I can't take it. The Broncos are absolute dumpster fire.
Yeah.
And we all picked.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was one of those people that thought the Denver Broncos were going to be, pretty decent this year. I didn't think they were going to be anything.
So did the primetime schedule.
But, man.
Man, these memes are crazy. I'm going to read one more real quick, right? I finally figured out why Russell Wilson wears number 3. It's because whenever his team gets close to the goal line, they have to go for 3. I can't take it. I'm done.
Because they're like the worst in the red zone.
Oh gosh! All right, I'm done with I'm done with Denver. Give me Denver. Good luck, guys.
Yeah. All right, so then we have Houston Texans going in to play Miami. I literally don't need to say anything. I have the Dolphins handling this game. You said, Pat, 40-17. I think this one's higher. 40.
Well, it depends. When it said 40 in the second quarter, do they take the starters out or?
Hey, no. In all
already has 200 yards and 2 DTs. I don't know.
In all seriousness, though, I mean, the Houston Texans, they seem to hang around in every single game that they play. But I just feel like this isn't going to be one of them because you can't guard these guys. They're too fast. Give me the Dolphins.
All right, here's what I got. Houston Texans.
What?
Are tanking
Yes.
because they want to get Bryce Young. All right, that's it. Give me Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, they're done. They're done.
Fill it in. Dolphins.
He said
450 passing yards. The starters aren't playing. They're not playing the fourth quarter.
Who's the 4th-string running back? I'm starting them in my lineup.
Yeah, that's a pickup on the waiver wire this week.
He's gonna be picking up the ball in the second quarter.
Who's their backup QB for real though?
Teddy Two Gloves.
Really?
Yeah,
that's the play this week because he'll be in the second half.
He'll be in early.
Teddy Two Gloves. He started. I think he started against the Vikings.
Yeah, I'd rather have Fitzmagic. Give me Tampa Bay on this next one.
Right?
Tom Brady's hunting. He's single. He's getting W's.
Single, ready to mingle. Goats back in his bag. Give me Tom. Actually, is Deshaun back this week or is it next week?
It's next week.
Next week. Yeah, give me Tampa Bay. Next week we'll have a different talk.
Yeah, guess who he plays?
Yeah.
Yeah, next week we'll have a different talk.
It's Browns Texans next week.
Yeah, dude.
Welcome back.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait for it.
Amari Cooper gonna have a bunch of yards.
I know, right? Man. I tried trading for Amari Cooper in a couple of leagues, and nobody wanted to take it. I
picked up Deshaun Watson last week in our league.
I think he's a buy high. That's probably why. You gotta put out some good trades for him.
Yep. I'm going Buccaneers too. I mean, they're coming off a bye, right?
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, dude, that Cleveland Browns run defense has not been good.
Let's just give some credit though for Jacoby Brissett. He's looked pretty good for the Browns.
Right. He has, and he is due for a bad game, and I think it's going to be against Tampa Bay's defense.
Yeah, Tampa Bay's D is really
and
good.
I think Tampa Bay. I mean, I think Rashad White, right? Is that his name? Rashad White. Is what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yep.
He's been coming in and playing pretty well. Leonard Fournette probably had to talk with him. Was like, dude, you know my name, Playoff Lenny. So I need you to take a little bit of the load here for a little while, because I ain't getting hot for at least a few more weeks.
Playoff Lenny, I like it.
I'll try my best. And he's coming out. He's playing pretty well. Okay. So that's that. Las Vegas Raiders going into Seattle and playing the Seahawks.
Ooh.
Seahawks playing pretty well this year. I don't think anybody saw that coming at the beginning of the year, but they've been playing pretty well. I've been enjoying watching them play. The Raiders, man, I just feel bad for them. I know I said this last week. I just feel bad for them. They've been playing fairly decent and just giving up these wins though. This one's tough. This one is tough. I think the Raiders are going to pull this one off though. I got the Raiders winning. I think the luck's kind of, I shouldn't say luck. That's not doing them justice. I think Seattle I think their time's starting to end. I think they're gonna sputter here a little bit towards the end. Mike, this is a tough one, right? I mean,
this is kind of tough.
I think it could go either way, honestly.
I got my heart's in one place and my mind's in another place, so I'm kind of conflicted right now.
Right,
but I'm a 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go with Seattle Seahawks.
All right.
Give me Seattle Seahawks.
Gino's gonna keep cooking.
That home look. 12th man in Seattle is crazy. I gotta give it to him at home. Only because Las Vegas is not performing well, so I'm just going with the home field advantage.
If you told me to pick this game at the beginning of the year, I would take the Raiders hands down. But the way Gino's been playing and the amount of options, he's not focused on one player in Seattle. He spreads the ball around. Whereas if Davante Adams doesn't have 2 touchdowns, it's not even a close game. There's the ball. I mean, their leading receiver behind him is Matt Collins, who's my boy. But I think the Seahawks are going to win this one.
I think if Darren Waller was in still, it'd be a whole different. I think Davante Adams is getting blanketed a lot without the Darren Waller effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
losing him in the beginning was
hey,
rough.
I will say this, though. Patrick Surtain, he's been doing good, but that boy got cooked. He got cooked by Davante Adams.
Davante Adams is a beast.
Woo!
Man, I was about to say Davante is that guy, dog.
I know, but it was great to see Devontae Adams be like, "Yo, young buck, you
It's
know who
kinda
I
sad.
am. You know who I am."
Do you know I do this, boy?
Because
Come on, you've been good, but you haven't been good against me yet.
I was really like excited to see what the Raiders would do this year because I like Derek Carr and he finally got all those weapons and like it you haven't been able to see it. So I'm hoping they can keep the team together next year.
Yeah. I don't. It's kind of tough. Yeah, it's
Do you
tough
know why? Because Derek Carr is
You don't like Derek Carr
absolutely not. He's not even in my top 10.
for the season?
Yeah,
or?
I don't know if I don't know. It's weird.
He's not a top 10 quarterback, right? Like in the league.
I feel like
but
every time we talk about him, I want to put him in my top 10 because I genuinely like him and I think he's good. But every time I like go through my list, he just somehow like just is right on the cusp of it, like every time. Yeah, he just hasn't been able to. And I thought this year
my top
was
10
into the year
going into the year for projected.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
But I didn't see Tua coming out and throwing 350 a game.
I did.
It's because he's got that dog in him,
right? Remember we talked about it?
I love Tua, bro. Like Tua is amazing.
Right. He's pretty good. And I mean, dude, when you have the two fastest dudes in the freaking field, like, I mean, I talk about it all the time. How do you cover that?
You don't.
You don't.
Nobody figured out how yet.
All right.
You hope he overthrows him. You hope he over or underthrows him. That's how you cover it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You pray that Tua gets a concussion.
That's crazy.
Like,
that's crazy.
That's you know what I mean? Players are like, I won't admit that, but
yeah.
hopefully he's out. All right. What we got next? We got Los Angeles Chargers playing the Arizona Cardinals.
Now this game's crazy.
I think Kyler Murray is coming back.
I've been going with the Cardinals for like the last 4 weeks, and they keep letting me down. I feel like they have so much talent on the team, they just can't win games. And then the Chargers are finally getting the receivers back. Actually, I think Mike Williams is still out this week. I think Keenan Allen's back.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Last game too, but he was clearly hampered a little bit.
I'm going Chargers.
You're going Chargers. You're going Chargers.
All right. So here's what I got. I love to see Keenan Allen back. I wish that man could just actually stay healthy for once in his career.
Right.
Love Josh Herbert. I love Eckler. However, we're about to see the first time this season, correct me if I'm wrong, that DeAndre Hopkins and Hollywood Brown are on the field together all season. Give me the Arizona Cardinals.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going to segue into is Hollywood Brown is back. I don't think he's that good as in, like, I don't think he's just, like, this huge step up, but I think he is going to finally bring, like, just enough to
spread the field.
He's not top tier, right? He's probably outside the top 10 in the league, too, but you have to respect him because he will dust you. 100% he will dust you.
Exactly. It's like the Deshaun Jackson treatment.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I was literally getting ready to say, he has that. But he's just, I mean, he's not going to be that Deshaun Jackson ever. Like, I don't think that, but yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. He's just got that over-the-top scare. Like, so DeAndre Hopkins going to be able to do his thing in the middle of the field while him going over the top. And, yeah, I got the Cardinals coming away, which it really saddens me to say the Chargers are going to lose to the Cardinals because, I mean, I'm high on the Chargers.
I like the Chargers. I don't know. There's something about the feel of this Arizona game right now.
Right. Okay. So just like the Dolphins game, I don't really have anything to say. The Chiefs are going to win this game.
Chiefs by 30.
They are going to. I mean,
what record?
What is the game line at? What is the game line at?
I'll take 40-17 on this game.
Right?
Because the Rams are possibly the biggest disappointment of this entire NFL season. Give me the Chiefs. 40-17.
All right. 40-17.
I'm taking the over. Taking the over.
He's typing it in.
You're all going to shit your pants when there's 3 games that are 40-17 this week.
I swear to God, if there's one game that's 40-17.
Next week might be holding up the Dookie butter. Okay?
Dookie butter. I like how this is now butter.
That is not a stiff Dookie, dude. That's buttery. Give me them Chiefs. Thank you.
Yep. Already did.
Give me them Chiefs.
That's it? Just give me the Chiefs?
Give me the goddamn
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
Well, hold on. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are playing out of their absolute minds right now.
It doesn't even matter what other receivers he has on that team. As long as he has Kelce, they're winning games.
I think Juju's playing this week. Like Kelsey's out of his mind. 4 touchdowns 1 week, 2 touchdowns 1 week, 3 touchdowns the following. Like
they've been winning.
Chiefs are winning the football games
every year. They have a different receiving core every year. They have running backs.
Yeah, who's their running back?
I think
you can't even pronounce the running back's name because no one knows. No, it's Pacheco or Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco, man. Come
Pacheco,
on.
yeah,
that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Isaiah Pacheco.
He's been with the Chiefs for 4 games. You know, we don't know him yet.
All right, I got to give some respect on this next one.
That's messed up. Yo, real
I got to
quick.
go with my man. Q.
Yeah, he's been playing well though too.
No, hey, before we get to that game, Pat, I gotta say something. Are the Los Angeles Rams, are they the worst hangover ever? So are they the worst team coming off the Super Bowl ever? I mean, is that if they aren't, they are flirting with it because
hold on.
They are still taking Tylenol from the hangover that they had coming off that Super Bowl party.
I had the perfect response for this.
It's not all their fault. There's a lot of injuries. I'll give them that. But, I mean, dude, next man up, they should be playing a little better than they're playing. But, all right, Mike, take the floor.
I got it. I got you. Remember Saturday mornings when you were a child and Pokemon came on, right? So you're watching the Pokemon episode Saturday morning. You got your cereal. You're the only one awake in the house. You know, The first commercial comes on, and it's like, guess that Pokemon, and it's shaded out. You don't know what Pokemon it is, right?
Yeah.
Then the commercial goes, and you have until the commercial comes back to answer the question of who the Pokemon is. So I'm going to answer that question next week because I had to do some research because I think there's been quite a few hangovers. And are the Rams the worst ones? I mean, in recent memory, yes, but all time, I don't know if I could say that quite yet. So who's that Pokemon? I'll get back to you next week.
Right. I just wonder what the betting odds were on them to return to the Super Bowl because they were probably pretty high. They were probably pretty high. Like that's got to be a huge upset for a lot of crazy bettors on the Super Bowl before the season starts. I feel like I could never bet on the Super Bowl before the season
I can't bet on anything because I picked the Lions and shit. You know, it is what it is.
He said I can't pick on anything. All right.
Sorry, go ahead, Pat.
Saints playing the 49ers.
69ers. All right.
69ers.
I'm going with the 49ers. I've been going against them every week, and they keep smashing me. And Q's getting on me at work. So I'm going with this team to beat the Saints. Gotta respect the McCaffrey treatment.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna shout out my grandfather real quick. I'm gonna take the Saints too. I said Saints. That's crazy. I'm gonna take the 49ers. Give me the 49ers. I do think they're a really solid team. Saints have been playing well, but I don't know, they're very inconsistent right now. So I think the 49ers are on a nice little hot streak. McCaffrey's getting his feet under him. I got the 49ers.
All right. I got the 49ers too. And honestly, I think the 49ers might win out.
Damn.
I think the only
What's their
tough
schedule
test
look like?
is going to be.
Damn.
I think the only tough test that they have is literally next week in the Dolphins.
Damn.
I'm looking up their schedule right now.
I'm looking at it right now,
They play
too.
the Dolphins. They play the Dolphins next week. They play the Bucks the week after that. They play
got
the
some
Seahawks.
teams.
They play the Commanders, and then they play the Raiders. If they stay healthy, I think they can win out. I think the only game that's up in the air is the Dolphins.
That Dolphins Bucks.
I'm telling you, man,
is rough.
I don't think the Eagles or the Cowboys want to see them in the playoffs. I'm telling you, they run the ball so well, and the Eagles and the Cowboys don't stop the run. I just think that they are a recipe to beat either of us. Like I pray to God that they play. I don't know, that they play the Buccaneers and somehow Tom Brady just beats them.
I'm telling you, the Buccaneers are going in 8-9 in an away game, and they're winning round one. It's going to be absolutely absurd, and we're all going to be pissed because it's Tom Brady, and he should not be winning at his age. Like, he's going 8-9 into the playoffs, and he's going to win round one, no matter who it is.
Right. No, listen, you know who he's going to play in round one? Freaking Geno Smith. He's going to beat him, okay? He's going to beat him. And then you know who he's going to get in the next game?
The Dallas Cowboys.
Jimmy Garoppolo. Oh, maybe.
He's going to beat him, too.
The Dallas Cowboys. Hey, Tom Brady always beats us, too.
The win-out thing, I'm looking at it. I see a loss in there somewhere. I don't know who it is, but I don't know.
I think the only loss can be next week.
It's a pretty winnable win or high percentage that they can win out. You're absolutely right.
Yep.
Keep that in mind when you're doing picks next week.
Hey, like I said, next week is the only week I think it's going to be up in the air. But I'm not going to say.
I'm picking Miami. I'm not going to lie. I'm picking Miami.
Right. We'll see. I don't know. Tua might have another concussion, and I'm definitely picking the Niners. I should stop joking about that. That's messed up.
Yeah, that's crazy. We wish the best for Tua. I actually love Tua. I actually might get his jersey. I love Tua.
Yeah, I mean, we always praise him. I like him. I love what he's doing over there. I think it's great. I know a couple Dolphins fans, and I feel for him, man. They've had some bad years, dude.
A lot.
They've had some real bad years.
Even when they were good, they were bad.
Right. Exactly. So, all right. So then, what do we got? This is the Sunday night game, right? Green Bay
Sunday
Packers.
night.
Green Bay Packers going into Philly.
That's your
Green
pick.
Bay Packers going into Philly. I wonder how often Aaron Rodgers has played in Philly.
Bird Gang.
I think that you guys have been sputtering with Dallas Goedert out. And, well, I don't know. I think you guys have been sputtering. I think you guys are going to turn it around. I think you guys are going to edge. I feel like if this was in Green Bay, I feel like I would go Green Bay. But the fact that it's in Philly, I think it's a close game, but I think you guys pull it off. I think it's going to be kind of a low-scoring game, though.
So, I think the complete opposite. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be high 20s, low 30 kind of shootout game here.
Like 40-17.
JT's back. That's going to make Aaron Rodgers a little nervous this week.
Is he?
Yeah, JT's back. So give me Philly in a close shootout. I say within 7.
I said close. What do you mean?
Yeah, but you said low scoring. I'm saying shootout.
Yeah. I'm sorry. All right, you think it's going to be a shootout? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think it'll be a
100%.
high-scoring one, too.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a high-scoring game. Our defense has definitely been struggling a little bit. We held our own against the Colts in the second half, but we're allowing points pretty easily over the last few weeks. So I think they're going to be able to put up some points.
Is Jordan Davis back?
You guys also haven't been putting up a lot of points the last few weeks.
Yeah, but I mean, we got to get our stuff figured out. It's against the Green Bay Packers.
And I think the Green Bay Packers are figuring out they need to run the ball more often. I think you guys are starting to realize that you need to run the ball a little more often too. That's why I think it's going to be kind of.
That's always. I mean, running for the last 2 seasons have been our recipe for success. I'm not really sure where that's gone for the past 3 or 4 weeks, but we definitely need to get back on running that ball.
And by low scoring, I mean I'm thinking 24-10
Oh,
20.
but that's not low scoring. Okay, well, give me super high scoring because I think somewhere in the 30s, both teams.
I mean, I don't know. I guess that's not super low scoring, but I think for these caliber teams and for the expectation that these guys have, I mean, I think that's kind of low, 24-20. I don't know.
I'm not even sure if Aaron Rodgers has his weapons this week, to be honest.
Oh, he'll have his boy Christian.
That's
and
fine.
And Alan Lazard. I think he should be out.
That's who I thought. That's who I thought was not playing was Lazard. Maybe I read that wrong.
I thought he was going to be playing. I know Randall Cobb's going to be out there.
Let me check.
And then Robert Tonyan.
Oh no, Lazard's good to go. Yeah. Was removed from the injury report actually just today. So,
Pat,
I'm agreeing with Mike. I think it is going to be high scoring, but I don't think it's going to be a big spread on this one. I think it'll be a close game. I'm taking the Eagles. The only way we win this game is we can pass through the air a little bit. I don't think we've been running the ball that much lately. Very well, other than when Hurts runs. But, the Packers' run scares me. Aaron Jones, I don't.
That's why I was.
They could put 200 rushing yards up on us this game. Jordan Davis is still out for this game. We did get Sue, so that's big. Well, hopefully he can stop some yards. But I think it'll be like Mike saying,
he doesn't have too many
the
penalties.
upper 20s, maybe like a 27-20 or a 27-24. Eagles win.
Okay. All right.
This next game,
right.
I've been going back and forth with myself. This is the only one I don't have picked right now on my fantasy app. I don't know who's going to win this game. I think I'm going to go with the Colts and their new coach just because it's fun, it's flair, and it's new. And the Steelers have just not been fun to watch this season. They've had so many injuries. There's a lot of new people in their team. I haven't enjoyed watching the Steelers.
Yeah. Neither have I. Mike?
I mean, this is a tough pick. Both teams inconsistent. I guess I just got to take this. I'm going to take the safe pick. Give me Matty Ice at home.
This is going to be my second upset of the week. Because I assume the Steelers are not favored to win this game.
I don't even know what the spread is on this.
I would, based on this percentage of picks right here, I'm going to say they're the underdog. 27% pick to Steelers.
Okay, so I do think the Steelers are going to come out and beat the Colts. I think they're starting to find – I feel like there's a little bit of life coming into them. The last two games, there's a couple quarters here and there where you're like, okay, I mean – they're starting to find something. They're starting to get a little bit of a spark. So I think that defense is going to be able to take Jonathan Taylor out of the game and hold him to maybe 60 yards. And I think they might just have enough to beat the Colts. I think the excitement of the head coach leaving and Jeff Saturday coming in there, giving them the whole hoorah, like let's all just be players and win the game. I think that's all going to kind of – I mean, it's going to run out of steam sometime. And I think the Steelers are kind of on that opposite end. Like they're starting to gain a little bit of steam. So I think it's going to be somewhat low scoring, but I think that the Steelers are going to come out and beat the Colts. That's going to be my second upset of the week. All right.
Well, that's a wrap.
That is all.
Can you show standings real quick for the three of us? Just to see where we're at going into week 12.
So I did not update it because of the app issues we were having. And by
poop stick.
I mean, we.
Yeah, look at that 7 primetime game wins, boys.
And when I say we, I mean me. So I did not update this because I was having some difficulties, but I think right now I am leading with 54 wins. Pat, you have how many? 51?
I got 2 right, so 51.
So you have 51. And Mike, you are now at...
I think I'm at 45.
45?
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds right.
I'll have to update it then. And then I didn't even update these, so... Pat, you got more in here. You got 9.
Well, that's
okay.
We're double digit this week.
You got 9.
Okay, boy.
So you're edging a little closer to 50%.
Damn,
Me
I
and
lost.
Mike are a little more.
You gapped me. What, last week?
Yeah,
On the wins.
yeah, I
So I was
did.
holding there
Yep.
for a little bit.
You were. We were kind of going back and
Yeah.
forth on some picks here and there. I think I said, oh, you know what? Me and Mike are going to be tied on primetime games because you got 2 of the 3, right?
I only got one.
You had the page. Oh,
Yeah, I only got one.
you didn't have
got the Cow-
you had the Lions.
I had Lions and Patriots on
You had
Thursday.
Lions and okay, so you're at 13, and then I'm jumping up to 14. then.
14. Yeah.
But
Okay,
he's still 100% on Sunday
all
night.
right. He is still 100% on Sunday.
I don't. Hey, what's that mean for us? We all got Sunday night right this week too, baby.
Wait, who's 100% on Sunday nights?
Mike.
No.
Oh no, because I got the Patriots wrong.
Yeah, he got the Patriots wrong.
That's a Thursday game.
That was Thursday night though. That's Thursday.
Oh, they're all Thursday. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess they're all.
Yeah,
That's so weird.
I still
Ah,
say.
Hey, just
that's
think
a
about
hell of a-
this.
He's like,
Hey,
I just
He's
doubled
that
like-
my
means them
Thursday win.
Eagles. That
Pat
means
knew
the
it.
Eagles.
I tripled
Pat
my
knew as
Thursday
soon as
win.
me and Mike were thinking about it, he was like, "You idiots!
Yeah, he was just sitting there like, all right, come on, guys.
They're all Thursday, bro."
I'm like, bro, I got more
Come on,
Thursday
bro.
wins in one day than I have all season.
Y'all some poop.
You got more Thursdays. Yes, you did. You did. All right, man. So, I mean, that's a wrap, Mike. See us out.
Thanks everyone for watching Week 12 PMD Football Talk. Comment, like, subscribe, turn your notifications on. Let us know you love watching PMD Football Talk. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week.
We out.